Hello. Okay, so after making my last video, one of the tops fell off at the end of the last video, but I was like, let me just leave it there because I could edit it out, but I'm like, this is just how it goes. So luckily, that piece didn't break, so we're good. I'm happy it didn't break. I put all the pieces on top with royal. I just worked on it for a little bit, put a lot of royal, and it all stuck together. It's on there. It's fine now. And one thing that you could use is a dowel. So if you're having a hard time with the tops sticking on, you can use a cuttable dowel. They sell these online, and you can actually measure it right here. You cut it right there, just so it's touching your cone that goes on top. And then you would stick it down into your cookie with royal icing right here, so it sticks firm. And then your cone can lean against it, and that could be another way to secure it and keep it in place. Okay, and so then right now I'm gonna do the floor, and I'm gonna make a little border or a dam all around the outside. Oh, and I apologize for the squeaky chair, because I've been listening to the videos and now I hear the squeaky chair I'm sitting in. It's like squeaking and squeaking. And then there's these little noises in the background, and I realize that those are my guinea pigs. So if you hear these little squeaky noise in the back, I have 2 guinea pigs, and that's what's making that noise. So this is royal, and this is what you're gonna do the ground with, but this is called flooding. And I added, so you take your regular royal recipe and then you just add water a little bit at a time until it gets a little bit more runny. It's definitely not as thick as what you use to stick your castle together. It's much more runny. And you put it in a bag. Cut the tip off. And then you start to fill the ground. And I could have added more water. This is actually not as loose. It could definitely be more runny than this. And you use a little tool. You don't have to have anything fancy. You know, you can use a butter knife. You don't have to have all the correct tools. You can improvise. You can use a popsicle stick if you have those from crafting, and you just kind of smooth it out. If this was the thick consistency, it wouldn't smooth out like this. So that's why you add water. So that's okay. This consistency is okay. Could have been a little bit more watery, but it's all right. Okay, I'll finish up the back later. I just wanted to show you how I'm going to do the windows, and that is with fondant. Okay, so what you need for fondant is gloves. You need a regular box of fondant. You can buy that anywhere, pretty much. You need cornstarch. That's what makes it not sticky, because once you add the food coloring to white fondant, it's gonna get really sticky. So you need cornstarch and gloves. And so the black color doesn't get on your hands. I still got a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. So you just add food coloring to the fondant, and then you knead it and knead it and knead it and knead it until you get the color that you want. So I have black, since we're making this spooky and Halloween theme. There's my piggies. And then you're gonna roll out the fondant. Again, use cornstarch or it's gonna stick to the rolling pin. And you use a pizza cutter. Pizza cutter is really important. I have a grid on my cutting board, which is great. And then I just cut it like this, and I cut it like this, and then again. And then they become these little windows. And there is gonna be cornstarch on the back, so you kind of like brush that off. And I'm going to stick them on to the castle with royal icing. And I'm gonna go all the way around the castle. I'll do a time lapse of that video.